It's that time, everybody. Metal Monday. We've seen some big swings on Friday. Fill everyone in. What happened Friday, Brett?
Everything was up. Everything was green.
It was awesome.
It was the opposite of today.
But then today, what goes up must come down is usually my train of thought. That's why I don't try to get too high on the ups and too lows on the downs, man, because next day brings a whole new set of challenges,
Yeah, there's days to buy and there's days to sell.
Yeah, I mean, copper, though, overall, man, like, copper's still in that, where are we at right now? 37?
Yeah, that's not bad.
437? Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not nothing to lift a gift horse in the mouth on, I don't think. I'm a $5 guy, like, I'm going to preach it, because I think that's where it's going. But I mean, I feel like there's some consolidation, people trying to figure out there's so many macroeconomic factors involved in the pricing of commodities anymore. Like I'm a big watcher of the PGMs, right? Like, obviously we got a lot of money involved on the PGM side, and you're watching rhodium just get slayed every day right now. But there was a time, you look back, when every day it was green, Palladium, the same thing, but it's all the macroeconomic, the chip shortages, the automotive. I mean, that's huge. Like, once that gets fixed, like, so I just sat down on a Zoom call with Pete and Scott from Zaner. And they I love talking to those guys because they have, like, the macro spectrum of it. Like, they can be like, hey, and we were talking about hydrogen powered cars. Not only do those have like 10 times the PGMs in them, they have 200 pounds, I think is what they said, of copper in them. Yeah. And versus like a car today, what is a car today? Like 20, 30 pounds? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and then if it's like the electric car, it's got, like double that or something like that. Yeah, and these new cars. So, I mean, it's going to be a huge game changer. And we'll see, like, what it does to the commodities markets. And they both think we're going to get back to, like, let me pull it up. They think we're going to get back to 1,900 rhodium by the end of the year. 19,000 rhodium by the end of the year. I asked them. I mean, I'm sure people hate when I ask them those questions, because I say, hey, does rhodium get back close to, 20? And they're like, yeah, I think it does. By the end of the year, it does. It's still supply demand, right? Like, that's what it is. That's, and I think that's where copper sits today, and aluminum. I mean, aluminum especially. I mean, aluminum's been the star of the dance lately because the supply is being outstripped by the demand. Yep. The demand is there. People are willing to pay up for it, and so it's going to drive the price. Copper. If the Chinese are, letting go of some reserves and stuff, they're adding a little bit more supply to it. But the fact that the Chinese are dumping copper into the market and it's still holding up the way it is today sets a pretty good precedent, in my opinion, like, moving forward. Like, for what does the future of copper look like? The future of copper is pretty bright, especially where everybody's trying to go electric and stuff. The same thing with the PGMs. The future of the PGMs is pretty bright. I mean, they want to get to, say, 50%, ICE cars, which is internal combustion engine cars, by 2030, right? Which means the other 50% are still combustible engines, right? And then the 50% combustible engines, 50% electric, hydrogen, whatever the technology is then. Well, 50% of them are still ICE cars, which means they still are going to have to capture the emissions. At that point, the emissions are going to have to be, at an even significantly lower level today, which requires more PGMs, and it's that train isn't going to stop. So you're going to get these slips and these slides, and it's your ability to ride the bumps and your ability to know that the future is coming, trade accordingly, buy accordingly, sell accordingly, try not to take your lumps too hard. Yep. But the future of commodities in general, especially when it comes to aluminum, copper, nickel, lead, platinum, palladium, rhodium, silver. Gold isn't as industrial as silver, platinum, palladium, rhodium are. I mean, man, it's pretty bright as long as your timeline's long. I mean, Would I want to be a futures trader right now? I don't know. I think that's a different game, right? Especially when you're leveraging yourself up, on big contracts. Mm-hmm. That's a different battle. But to be in the scrap business, the recycling industry, and doing what we're doing, and know that our industry is about to get its day in the sun, mm-hmm. I'm pretty excited about that. That's what keeps me, going every day, knowing that our industry is about to turn the corner and be even more crucial than it's ever been to the economy.
Yep. And I that's what's super exciting for me is how people are starting to realize how important it really is to recycle. So we don't have to, go to a big mine to get all the material. We say it all the time, urban mining. When we're urban mining it, all these scrapyards throughout the world, it's just a lot smaller, carbon footprint mm-hmm. to get to reclaim the material back. And I think, and I know it's going to be huge going forward.
It has no other option. If you want to put all these green initiatives forward, mm-hmm. and you want to decarbonize the air, and you want to do all this stuff, there is no other option. It's that basic. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can only mine, you can only dig, you can only do so much before the balance has to be there. And so, it's going to be supply and demand, and that's what it's going to amount to. And I mean, that's why I feel so strongly about the scrap industry and the recycling industry. So, good thing I've got about 30-ish more years here.
Yeah.
So I got time to wait them out.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're all about the same age group. We got about 30 more in us.
Yeah. We got a good team, man.
We'll see.
Everybody's pretty close in age.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm excited for the future.
It's just a matter of encouraging everybody else to work 30 more years.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, everyone have a great week, and make sure to follow us. We do this every Monday, unless it's a holiday. Then we do it Tuesday, and we'll keep pumping these out.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.